Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. Merry Christmas. So I got my paper pumpkin. It arrived on Saturday, didn't get out of the mail till Sunday because I was down. But anyways, we are ready to go. I have so many ideas. I've already prepped several things to make videos today. Oh, just so much to show you guys. So I'm so excited. So anyways, December 2023's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 1. And I'm going to move my whiteboard. And my notes are here, but we're going to ignore those for a minute. So where is the instruction sheet? And I have the camera really close, so hopefully you guys can see all this. This is the instruction flyer sheet that comes in the kit. This kit is called All the Best. It gives you, of course, great visual instructions on how to create the projects as they were designed. This kit contains enough supplies for 9 cards, 9 envelopes, and it comes with a little box that holds roughly 4 to 5 cards. It's one of those little acetate boxes. I'm going to show you everything. Of course, here's your QR code for alternate projects. I really love this. I don't have that background stamp though. Coordinating colors for this kit are Balmy Blue, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, Pebbled Path, and Gold. So I'm going to stick my instruction sheet to the side. You know I'm going to go over that about 5 for the first 5 videos. After that, I'm not going to. So this is going to give you a look at the stamps. Maybe just do it this way, right? Hopefully. Anyways, it says 1,000 good luck wishes. Hello, friend, which you know I just love that. Wishing you all the best in these little dandelions. And I've got them all mounted. I know I'm going to use them all, not all on this particular card, probably all but 1 sentiment. So I'm going to clip that there. And then let's go over what you get. So let me show you. These are gorgeous envelopes. They're nothing on the inside, but you could cut this apart, cut that off. I'm not sure if I'm going to yet or not, but that's the envelope. You get these little pale blue, little faceted gems, some dimensionals. Come on, Stampin' Up! This is getting sad. They're only giving you 6 glue dots. Give us a sheet, a half a sheet. That's a little cheap on my, just come on. So I'm setting that aside. They're giving you some tear tape. I'm going to set that aside as I have my own tear tape I'm going to be using. This is one of the card bases. For this card, we are going to mimic this here with using, mine's going to be Whisper White. I was looking for my ink refill bottle for this and I couldn't find it. But anyways, I'm going to use my Craft Whisper White. I think it's called Craft Basic White now. So we're going to mimic how they did these, hopefully. And I also am using the other side of that. So that's one of the card bases. And this one, thank you for printing both sides, front and back, because you can cut this up and get so much more from this kit. And I'm going to. So this is the other card base. Now I'm going to tell you, this little part here, let me pick it up. Do not throw these away. This is that trash bit that I love to use. Both of these are going to make great slimline cards. 6 by 6 scored at 3. These are 3 inches. You won't have to color anything. Just pop that on there and do. I'm definitely going to be doing that. This bit I am saving. I'm not sure how I might use it. I might just use this little bit of gold behind something. So don't throw that away. Now, this is where I punched out the little ephemera, the little paper bits. And I was thinking you could use like this to sponge and then stamp. Maybe that's a little small. Find one like this one here, right? You can use this to sponge and then stamp that flower there in a darker color, and that might look really cool. So don't throw those away. Now, this is that little acetate box, and I might be cutting mine up and using this for a window sheet to do some shaker cards. Just giving you hints of what I might be doing. So let's look at these. So these are, I'm not going to go through this in every video. You get 3 of these banner bits. Oh, 4 of them. So you must get 4 of these circles, 4 of these squares. Now this is, you know, something you could just put on the front of the card. But I was thinking you could cut this in half here and you'll get 2 out of this one sheet. So that's probably something I know I'm going to do. Not probably. I'm just going to be doing it. Okay, so this is the little belly band for the little acetate box. Do not, if you follow me, do not throw this piece away. I have an idea for it. You will need this piece and one of these for the center. Ideas are just so much in my head. So you have these little dandelion flowers, these little ones here, these half circle ones, which we're using one of these, and these large ones. And that about goes over all of that stuff. So let's get started on the extras I'm bringing in for this card. I'm using the deckled circle dies. Finally, I've had them for a while and just have not had a chance. So I'm using 3 of them. I can put them back in here now. So I'm using number from the inside, number 5, number 6, and number 7. Now I used 5 and 7 to make a frame, and I used number 6 to cut the hole out of one of my layers. So I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm also using some of the silver and gold specialty paper. Any paper you have that has gold in it, a small pattern will work. I'm going to be working with this quite a bit, I think, with this kit because of the gold little bits on the card. This one, we're going to be using these lines right here. And then where's the other one? I have one more paper. Oh, so I'm going to be using these country wreath dies just until my add-on dies get here. They haven't arrived yet, and I'm using these 2 little pieces. I've already die cut them. I'm going to put these, slide these in here so they don't get lost. So those are going to be used, and this is the actual bedazzling, which was the silver and gold, and the bedazzling was a celebration item a couple of years ago. But in the catalog here, on page 127, you have more dazzle. It's right here. It's got silver and a gold. So it's got this champagne color and then a real gold color. And if you have that, you can use that. So I'm going to put that catalog away, this away, and show you what inspired me was this piece. Right here, you can see this was half of the card base that I cut apart. So what do we have that we are working with? Well, I have a white card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm leaving this out for my inspiration. I have a layer of, this is Bumblebee. Now I have plenty of Bumblebee and I'm going to use it. It's very close to crushed curry. If you have crushed curry, use it. I have it. I just am going to use up some of my retired paper here. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, because I want a little bit of that white. You see that little edge around there? That's what I am going for. Ooh, I need to stick my glue in my armpit. Hold on. Get it warmed up so it comes out easier. Little tip if you're in the cold weather. So then we have, this is the back side of this card base right here. Now I trimmed it down to 4 by 5 1/4. Balmy blue is the color. This is cut off of that. We are going to glue that on the inside of our card. So don't throw that scrap away. I'm going to even keep this one with my supplies just because. So we went over that. I went over the deckled circle dies. So to get my 2 frames, and yes, I have 2, you don't have to. I used number 5 and number 7 to do both of these. But what I did do on this dazzle paper is I ran it through a second time. Let's see about putting it on here so you can see. And I just cut a little bit more out of the center with the die by offsetting it, so that when I lay it here on my old olive, you're going to see just a hint of that old olive in there. Hopefully you can see that. So I did do prep work. And then we have that silver and gold specialty paper. Did I have this written down? No. Oh, I'm not all with it, right? So layer number 3 is 3 by 5, and that's the silver and gold. And this is the stripes. I thought I wrote that down. All right, and we're going to be using Versamark and gold embossing powder to stamp our sentiment with. And I do not have my Stampin' Piercement mat is still like missing, and it's just one of those crazy things. Let's see. I'm getting my Stamparatus. We're going to use this, the foam from my Stamparatus. I do not know where it's gone to. My room is a mess with Christmas, so I'm going to use that to do some stamping on too for the cushioning. And we need some paper right here to stamp off on. So first thing we're going to do is stamp on our, oh, and this one I used number, this is 5 and 7. This is the 6, number 6 from the Inside Out deckled circle die. I just eyeballed it in the middle and die cut me a circle because this is going to get popped up on dimensionals. So we'll do the embossing in a minute, but right now we're going to mimic as best we can this part of the card base. So let's do that with all of these. I wanted to really re-ink this up, but so we're going to start here. Oh, really, really pretty. And I'm going to go in the corners first with this large one, because this is going to need time to dry, and I'm not going to emboss these. I want it to be soft and pretty. Oh, really, really pretty. So then I'm going to come in and do the centers. No stem, just the flower part. Trying not to get it on there. And I didn't do too hot of a job. I'm going to have to fix this. So, see if I can line it up. I'm not sure. There we go. That's all right. So that's the larger of those images. Now let's do this little one. And I already did the smushy smushy when I was playing around. So this one, I'm going to take it and come this way from the center. Ugh, it looks like it has, I stamped it in Bumblebee. So let's really clean that off. Hold on. Where is my, oh, my scrubber one is in. All right. We need some spray. Water. Want to run it down there so it's all off. That should be good. And I threw my towel away because I had so much glue on it. Let me get a paper towel and dry my stamp in the block. This one just has a little bit of yellow to it. It's going to be just fine on there. Maybe I'll put my flower arc on there. So we're going to go this way. Yes, it's very soft. I'm not even sure if you guys really can see all of it. But we're going to go with it. I'm going to come out more. Then I'm going to go around the outside, just filling in some areas. Then I'm going to hold it up for you guys to see. Let's put a little bit there. Do some there. And a little bit more here. Let's see. At a different angle. I don't want to do, you have these little floating little dandelion seeds. I don't want to add those. Those are going to be added with a pebbled path after all of this dries. Now it's done. I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to take those in and scrub them after this video. So we're done with the white. Like I said, let me see if I can hold this up and you get a better look at it. Do you see? This one has a little bit of yellow to it, but that's all right. So does this one actually. But there we go. We're just mimicking that soft dandelion look from this card. So next we're going to bring in that striped silver and gold specialty paper. I re-inked my Versamark. And what I want to use is 1,000 good luck wishes. And don't I have, oh, we're going to have to use this because we're about to look at it. We're going to have to use this to stamp. All right, because this is going to fit in here. We want it in the center. So I'm going to ink it up. And then you're probably, I usually don't do a lot. All right, so right there, I'm going to cover up my Versamark, really old Versamark pad. Lift it up, take this off, turn this around. This is just an old coffee filter and my gold embossing powder. I'm going to leave it open here and hopefully I got a really good, yes, that looks really good. So you won't be able to see me, the heat set this in camera. Sorry, it just doesn't reach that far. It reaches to my knees, guys. It really does. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in a second. Doesn't take long. All right, so 1,000 good luck wishes. Hopefully you can see that. We're not done. I want to stamp on the inside in gold as well. So here's the inside. Let's go ahead and glue that little blue strip. Time for the glue. Get it started there. So I'm just going to open it up, and you know me, I'm not afraid to go glue directly to the paper. A little line down the side, and we're going to pop that little strip of blue that we cut off of the card base when we split it to the, oops, might help if I push down on it. Sometimes these nails just do not. All I'm doing is using the edge to line it up. Hopefully. All right, so we're going to stamp on the inside with our sentiment. Wishing you all the best. This is going to be in gold. Maybe we will do more embossing on the front in gold instead of the... All right, so all the best in the center. I think we will. I think we're just going to do it all. So we have those little floating little dandelions, which you guys can't see until it's done. But I want some there, and I'm going to put 2 more, like one here. I don't even need the other. I just need one. Now we're going to move our versamark out of the way. Sprinkle this entire thing with embossing powder because I stamped all over it, even with those little ones. Now always keep a little brush handy. You can see I got a little bit of powder there. Just brush it away where I don't want it. Now I'm going to set this with the heat gun again. Like I said, I'm sorry you can't see me set it. Warming it up on my knee. It just doesn't reach. You can hear it though, right? Of course. All right, so that is really, really pretty. Ooh, wishing you all the best. So that is all done. I'm going to put this back in my bottle because we are going to we're going to go ahead and use gold all the way around on this. So I'm not sure if this is done. So I'm going to go over this real quick with the heat gun. Go ahead and skip this part of me heating it up. Then we're going to do some embossing on it. If you don't want to stamp it, just go ahead and emboss on that piece. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. I don't want to burn my paper. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, nope, it's still not. Well, maybe we'll wait a few minutes. I want to let that really set before I go. Might have to just stamp it in something else. So here we go. We have this piece. We have our bumblebee or the crushed curry, and I've gotten glue liquid coming out of my glue bottle because I filled it way too full. All right. Around the outside, a big X. I feel like it might take me a couple videos. I haven't been in my stamp room in such a long time, it feels like. And today, guys, I will tell you, I had to deal with the school with some 3 kids ganging up on Hank. Hank stood up for himself. And I told the principal, I said, we told him that he definitely needs to report it. I said, but when you got 3 against 1 and Hank comes out the winner on that end, I said, he's not in trouble in my book. So dealing with him, I told him, I'm so tired of this bully crap. So this one, the 3x5 sheet, that's just going to get glued down. And it is, because you heated it, does sometimes warp that. So let's really get some glue on here. Then I'm gonna use a bone folder. You could use tear tape to glue it down, but I'm just going to stick this in the center like so, and then smooth it down, get a bone folder, and let that glue do its thing. But if it's a little warped like it is there, add some more glue. But the next layer is going to be popped up on dimension, so it's going to be okay. It's really thin specialty paper. So 1,000 good luck wishes. Oh my goodness, we can stamp some more. So here's my frame that's going to go around it. We're going to use this one. We're going to use some of these, and we're going to do I want to do... No, we're going to keep it with the gold. So I think, no. let's start with the arc. Sorry, I've got things in my head that I want to see. So this bit here, we're going to do some surgery. You know me, I'm not afraid to cut things up. So I want to cut this leaf off. We're going to add it back on, but I want to add so let me show you. See that little bit? We're just cutting the leaf off. We're going to cut this bit off too. Now I'm going to trim this up some. There's that piece, this piece, and yes, I'm going to cut this off and we're going to put it back on. I'm just going to add some of that bedazzling or more dazzling pieces to it. I want to add, can you see these little gold bits that match the frame? I want to add that like right there. And then we're going to go ahead and put the greenery, maybe not back in its identical place, just adding it. And I know it's arced, so we want to keep it in that formation, but we are just adding the little bits of bedazzling stuff to it. So let's go ahead and glue this piece right here. Gonna let that sit. Now I'm going to glue one to the other leaf. And these little bits, if I had the little add-on that hasn't arrived yet, I would be using it. And then this little one here, we're going to add a bit of that gold to it as well. Maybe it needs to go right there better. All right, needs to be on the paper. Now, this is going to go back on our arc of this, and we're going to need to use glue dots for this. So, glue dots, or tear tape, one of the two. We'll use tear tape, some really thin tear tape. And we're doing all this while we're letting our cover, our blue piece, our balmy blue piece, oh, it's dimensionals I want. Not tear tape, I want dimensionals. We're letting that set. So this piece, now I told you I had two frames. We're going to glue these two together. We want to see that little bit of the old olive in the center. So we're going to glue the bedazzling to the old olive, leaving ourselves a little bit of green to be seen. You might get some around the outside. That's okay. Do you see that, what we're doing? So let's put this right here while I work with R. So we need to add that. Add this piece like right here. And this little bit of greenery. Might add both of those on that side. All right, so I'm going to add this one here, and I'm going to do it all with glue dots. It's going to be glue dots. Oh my goodness, do you hear me, guys? Sorry. So we're going to add one here. Little dimensionals never hurt nobody. Just want to keep them on the frame. Then I can put the frame in any position once I get these on. So there's that. Next, we're going to add one right here. And I'm just doing the one so I can snag these up underneath it. And I still think that's how I want that. And I really do. Or do I want to go like there? And bring that. Oh, I like that positioning. I really do. Okay, this one's going to get tear tape. You guys know me. I've got crazy ideas that just will not cease with my head. Use my little pokey tool here to release the backing, hopefully. All right, so this one, I want to see that little bit of greenery there, but now that's down, and this one just needs a little bit there. A little bit of tear tape. A glue dot would work, but I don't have any out. And I'm not even going to bother. Ooh, even if it's not dry, I have these little extra ones we can put on our card instead of embossing. We can do that just to make sure it gets done. So this little bit is going to get tucked under there. I don't know why, for some reason I really like it there, but we are going to go right there. Maybe if I can get it in there. Okay, it might have to go back here because of where the tape is. There we go. We have it. All right. Now let's see our card front. This bit is what this is going. Oh my goodness. Look how pretty that is going to be. And then we can just, oh yeah, we're going to just float those as if they were the dandelions across the page and cut them off. That's what we're doing. So let's do that. I only want the top 3 of them. So I'm going to put that there. Let it set a moment. Like I said, just the top 3, and then we're going to cut it off. At different angles. And this one, might need to put a, and maybe we'll get a little bit more. We'll put that 4th bit on there. Nope, I got more of it on there than I expected. So a little bit of glue. This little bit there. Now we're going to trim them off. And I'm not going to use those snips to cut these because these are thick. They broke my punch. This bedazzling paper broke my sprig punch. So we don't have to worry about getting, just going to snip that right off. Leave that up there. Oh my gosh, that is so, so pretty. All right, where's my card? Now this is going, you don't have to put it on dimensionals. I guess we don't have to, but let's see. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 yes. And I like it off to the side. So do we want to put it on dimensionals? We don't have to. It doesn't even need it. So what do? Tear tape. Because of the specialty paper. Glue will work, but let's just do the tear tape. Oops. And a section there. Tear tape doesn't always tear, guys. Don't let it fool you, or it just doesn't for me. We'll just pop that down there. No one's going to know but you and me and the rest of the YouTube world. All right. See, sometimes I don't know exactly. Like just now, I changed my mind. I originally, when I saw this card in my head, I thought, oh, I'm going to pop, you know, that center bit up on dimensionals. But with that beautiful little frame, I don't believe it needs it. And it really doesn't. It does not need all that extra bulk to it. All right. Oh, that's so crooked, Alice. That is so crooked. Yeah, I should have cut it a little bit more, but that's all right. It's got a little bit too thick here. I just didn't get it centered. So this now is going to get glued down. So we're going to put a generous amount of glue, squiggle it all over, and it being this little glue bottle, you don't, I mean, when I say generous, it's not like it's a crazy amount. So, and we have that, just need to give it a second. We have this nice little pop of that green, which ties the green in here. Oh my goodness. And I don't need to add anything but Wink Estella to all of this. Yeah, it sounds like I have a delivery. I'm still waiting on some Christmas presents to arrive. Ooh, that's a bit much. So very, very pretty, but it needs to sparkle and shine. Yes, delivery time. So that is our card. Look at that. 1,000 good luck wishes and all our little bits in there. That's beautiful. The envelope. I don't want this card to have anything but the envelope it should. And that's this. So, what am I going to do? I want to stamp Hello Friend. I really want to emboss that in gold. And we're just going to do it. And then I'll go scrub all my stamps. So, Hello Friend. It just, it needs that little pop of gold. And we might as well do our little floaty little dandelions. So like right there. And let's do one on the back. Where's my little bit here? Don't forget the little bit we did. It's invisible until you add your powder. Now you're going to see it's got this flat look to it. And when I go to emboss it, sorry, you guys can't see it. Oh my goodness. I just realized I melted a hole in my pants, guys. I have polyester pants on and I melted a hole. I'm going to have to stitch it. Hold on, it's almost there. Look at that. See how gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And yes, I really did put a hole in my pants. I'm going to learn from that. Don't wear stretch knit pants and emboss on your knee. I should have known better. But there you go. You could add the rhinestones. I'm not adding anything more to this card. I think these stand alone on it. And I just love it. I'm very happy with video number 1. I hope you are too. I would love to know what you think. And if you guys think I'm crazy for cutting my stuff apart and doing my own thing, let me show you what this originally looked like. Here, let me bring this in. All right. So this is the piece I cut apart. It's not too far off of positioning. This one's just going down this way. It's still very similar, but I just moved it around. In these, I didn't feel that they could be, I still have one, let me show you. I didn't feel that these could be just set on there because that just doesn't look quite right. That's why I had to cut it apart to tuck those little tail ends in and about, and I could even add another. Should I add that one? That kind of looks good, doesn't it? Oh, should I add that down there? I think we're going to. Let's just glue that puppy in there. I might have to sit here and die cut some more of these. If you have the add-on die, that's what I would have used. This is the closest to what I thought the add-on die will look like. Let's get another dimensional one there. That is not good. Really, really pretty there. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know. I can't wait to load this up for you guys and see what you guys think. You guys are the best. So I'll see you again in video number 2. Bye-bye for now. And come back and visit me in my Wonderland, especially in the new year, everybody. Merry Christmas.